time. This is Jordan at Sartor Hammond Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for ready-mixed concrete, Husker concrete, and Beatrice concrete. Nebco offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From Nebco's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
The end of the school year is drawing near, which means graduation parties are coming soon. Are you prepared for that if you're hosting? Fierce Cheese Spread is the dip that brings everyone together to celebrate graduations and to close out a great school year. And it goes well with crackers, meats, soups, and more. How could you throw a party without it? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Fierce Cheese Spread. No graduation party is complete without it.
Ready to upgrade your combine in 2024? The team at Landmark Implement is here to help you find the right combine to fit your operations needs. Choose from 4.75% for up to 60 months or a 12-month interest waiver, followed by John Deere financial rates with approved credit through the end of May. When you purchase a pre-owned S or X Series combine from Landmark, know you are backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network with mobile techs and parts drop-off points to keep you up and running. View our current inventory online at landmarkimp.com or stop by your local Landmark to experience the Landmark difference.
Take your internet service to new levels with Allo, your award-winning internet provider across our fiber hoods. Allo isn't just about the fastest internet available. It's about connecting you to your world, work, and play seamlessly. Our award-winning service ensures affordable, secure, and reliable connectivity, setting us apart. Ready to transform your internet experience? Experience the fiber difference today. Sign up now at allofiber.com. Allo, connecting your world.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
You can get diesel anywhere, but what about Atomic Diesel? That comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with Atomic Diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity. Spring in Nebraska brings green grass and warmer weather, but it also brings severe storms which can cause damage to your home. Meadowlark Exterior specializes in hail, storm, and wind damage restoration, as well as roofing, siding, and gutters for commercial or residential buildings. Meadowlark Exteriors focuses on fine craftsmanship and proves that in their attention to detail. They offer free roof inspections and estimates and insurance claim assistance, serving the Lincoln and Omaha surrounding areas. Call today at 402-875-2956 or go to meadowlarkexteriors.com.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
This is On the Block with Strick and Austin. Nebraska Basketball Hall of Famer and 9-year NBA vet, Eric Strickland.
Strickland for three! And you're going to go out of here as the Big 8 tournament champion.
Middle school basketball coaching legend and Duke basketball shooting coach in his mind, Austin Orman. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Presented by Nebco. This is On the Block with Strick and Austin.
Welcome to On the Block. Strick here. It is not Austin Orman today. Austin Orman is down at Okie State getting ready to embark on a wonderful regional series down there as the Huskers are partaking, and they are getting it done thus far. I don't know. I haven't seen a new update, but at this point, that's where Nick Sainert and Austin Orman are. Right now, it's me and Rico.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing great. So quick update. As of right now, it is the bottom of the first. Florida is the away team, and they started things off with a leadoff solo home run over the left field fence. They are up 1-0. Currently, the bottom of the first, 2 outs. Nebraska has nobody on base. They have 2 people on base now as Ben Columbus walked. Cale Sanderson got a hit. He singled. So they have 2 men on base, 2 outs, first and second, and Gabe Swanson is coming up the bat.
Ooh, we need a dinger from Swans.
That would be nice. That would be really nice. But not. I mean, look, it's 1-0. As Brett Sears said, solo shots won't beat you unless, of course, you lose 1-0. Then, of course, solo shot did beat you. But it's just 1-0. Bottom of the first. Still an entire game to go. Not an ideal start, but it's not going to kill you.
I mean, he's one of the better players.
Yeah, I mean, he's the Big Ten pitcher of the year.
Yeah.
And that solo home run went to Kirk Kurland, the second baseman from Florida. Caglianone, who we've been talking about for quite some time, is batting second, and he grounded out to the shortstop in his at-bat. So,
yeah,
there you go.
There it is. Rico, it's good to have you on today, man. It's been a minute.
It's been a while since I've been on here with you, man.
But it's going to be a great day. It is Friday. Thank you guys for joining us on the block today. We got a pretty good show for you. We obviously, as you can see, if you're on stream, you can see my shirt. It's a representation. We're going to talk a little bit about that because Rico had a few things he wanted to discuss. I think I might have shared it. Maybe not in Rico's presence, but I think I might have shared it if I'm correct in the direction that he maybe wants to take this question. What is the thoughts behind the question?
Look, my question right now.
Because you're a New York fan.
I am
former New Yorker.
You are, even though it's whatever. My question for you is, 2 of the teams that you are probably the most proud of playing with, 2 of the teams that you probably had the best experiences in your time in the NBA, are now meeting in the NBA Finals. And to at least not my surprise, and I'm sure not your regular co-host Austin Orman, not to our surprise, is you're wearing a Dallas Mavericks shirt.
That's a fact.
The Dallas Mavericks and the Boston Celtics meeting in the NBA Finals. You had a good experience with both of those teams. My question for you, which I'm sure that this shirt has answered, is who are you going to be leaning towards in the NBA Finals? Not who are you picking, not who do you think is going to win. Who is your heart pushing you towards wanting to win?
I honestly, okay. Well, let me just say it like this. One, I have a great affinity for Mark Cuban.
Mm-hmm.
Mark was a guy that got a chance to watch before. This is prior to him purchasing the Dallas Mavericks. He watched us play. He has expressly told me personally and directly that not only was I one of his favorite players that have come through there, but he was appreciative of the heart and the effort that I displayed. It made him, it was close to the ground of blue collar, you know? And so I was grateful for that. And he said it was one of the hardest things that he had to do to trade me. It ached him, to have to do it. And now in hindsight, I understand why he did it. So that's one thing. On the other side, there's new ownership there.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a bitter pill, not that I have for Celtics fans or for the organization as itself, more so for Danny Ainge.
Oh,
because we had a really good chemistry. Yes, there were some things and some additions that needed to be had, but Danny Ainge comes in, takes over as the general manager of the team, and literally blows the team up. I mean, we just come off a conference final, lost to New Jersey, and you blow the team up. And if you check the record books, that team went in the mud for a few years before the acquisition of Ray Allen and Kevin Garnett. So it's like, why? Why would you do that? I mean, I know even personally myself, I mean, it wasn't even a huge ask of trying to break a bank or anything like that. I literally, to get there, took a loss.
Yeah.
So it hurt me, and that's why I think for that piece of that time frame that I was living in and what we have now in this matchup in the conference finals with the Mavs and the Celts, this is why I lean to the Mavericks.
You lean in blue, no green.
Lean in blue.
No green.
And listen.
Slightly green.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad they've done well. Somebody's going to win a championship.
I am glad that you're leaning blue because I don't like the Celtics.
Of course, you're Eastern Conference.
As you know, New York Knicks.
Well, I think one of the funny things, and this could be something we continue down the road, but people are all saying that this by far was probably one of the easiest routes.
Oh, yeah.
To the finals.
For the Celtics? Oh, yeah.
I mean, just
simple.
Unfortunate injuries. I mean, you have injuries with Jimmy Butler. You have injuries with Philly at one point. Tyrese Halliburton goes down. I mean, you can just go down.
Heck, even like
both Lillard and
So you get through the Heat without Jimmy Butler. You get through. I don't even know who they faced in the second round. Like I don't even remember their path. Like it was nothing.
Was it Milwaukee?
I want to say Milwaukee.
No, it was either Milwaukee or Philly.
No, it wasn't Philly because New York played Philly in the first round. But it
New York.
No, New York did not make it. New York would have played them. It was the Cavs. It was the Cavs. And it was a weak.
And that was while Donovan Mitchell with 2 games.
Yeah, it was a weak Cavs team, and Donovan Mitchell didn't play in whatever game. And I was like, they kind of gave up on this one. The game 5. It was Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, and somebody else didn't play. And I was like, they gave up. They're not even trying right now. So the Celtics have had a pretty easy road to these NBA finals. I think they dropped
Brunson and them get hurt.
Yeah, I think they dropped 1 game in each round. But see, the thing is, like, you want to say, like, oh, if they would have faced the 2 seed, the New York Knicks, like it would have been. Well, they weren't the 2 seed. Were they the 2 seed? They were the 2 seed. If they would have faced the New York Knicks, it would have been tougher. But even then, the Knicks were dropping like flies. Everybody was hurt. Yep. So even though the Knicks got through Philly and lost to Indy in the second round, even if they would have gotten through, still, I would have still considered an easy path for the Celtics.
And then Halliburton goes down.
Yeah, and Halliburton goes down for Indy. So it's they haven't been pushed. They had the best record in basketball this season. They haven't been pushed in the postseason. They've been off for like 2 weeks. So it's going to be one of those rest versus rust discussions where are they good to go after healing up and getting ready for a basketball game? Or are they going to be a little bit rusty in game 1? And look, if you give Luka and Kyrie and this Mavericks team any type of momentum, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. Because this game 5, they dropped that 4th game. And to me, that was Minnesota just kind of saying, oh, thank goodness we didn't get swept. Oh, thank goodness we didn't get swept with, whatever. And then not as intense in game 5. Luka and Kyrie smell blood in the water. Luka goes off for 20 plus in the first quarter. Like it was just a masterclass of offensive basketball. I was going to watch it, but I saw the score was like 39-18 at one point. And I was like, I don't need to turn this on. It's fine. I'm going to continue to watch the Women's College World Series, which was good, by the way. But yeah, it's going to be the game. To me, game 1 is pivotal for Dallas. If they can get game 1 away from Boston, I give them a much larger chance of winning the whole thing.
I would agree. And I think there's multiple things that we can discuss in that. And we're going to get into that topic when we get into the second half. We're going to talk about that matchup. So 3 o'clock, we'll talk about the matchup, some of the key points, some of the things to keep your eye on. I do think that's a key point to consider as well. But at this point, we do have to exit stage left with a break.
Yeah, we've got to catch up on a couple breaks, so the next segment might be a little shorter.
Yeah, so we'll do that right now. 937 The Ticket on the block.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com. Serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere sprayer during Landmark Implement's Fast Start Early Order program. Leverage the industry's latest technology with See and Spray to target weeds in season in corn and soybeans and use less herbicide per acre. Utilize Exact Apply to save in chemical usage and prevent over-application. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year during Landmark Implement's Fast Start Early Order program. Contact your local Landmark location for full details and experience the Landmark difference.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Hello.
Angela, we have to break up.
But why?
Because you're a robot and I'm just a guy trying to get better internet.
It's Allo Fiber, isn't it? I always knew you wanted faster speeds. My contract isn't good enough for you.
Face it, Angela, they let me talk to real people.
Press 4 to break my heart. Oh wait, you already did.
Visit allofiber.com to switch today.
Here you go. Coffee's on me and my new BFF. I thought I was your best friend forever. BFF like best financial friend at Members Own Credit Union. Right now, they're offering $100 when you consolidate or transfer a loan or an existing credit card balance and meet requirements. Plus, you get great rates and free advice from a financial partner that will put you first. That sounds like a match made in heaven. Members Own Credit Union is the type of bestie you can count on. Get started today at memberzonecu.org/BFF. Limitations may apply. Equal housing opportunity.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-ons, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Dell and Ed present A Kernel of Truth.
That's Ed's new drone. Why do a couple of Nebraska corn farmers need a drone? 2 words: multispectral imaging. Drones help us farm more efficiently and protect planet Earth. Yep, Ed's a pretty good pilot. When he doesn't hit the broadside of a barn, that is. Nebraska corn. It's the plant that can change the planet.
Visit nebraskacorn.gov to learn more.
Spring in Nebraska brings green grass and warmer weather, but it also brings severe storms which can cause damage to your home. Meadowlark Exterior specializes in hail, storm, and wind damage restoration, as well as roofing, siding, and gutters for commercial or residential buildings. Meadowlark Exteriors focuses on fine craftsmanship and proves that in their attention to detail. They offer free roof inspections and estimates and insurance claim assistance, serving the Lincoln and Omaha surrounding areas. Call today at 402-875-2956 or go to meadowlarkexteriors.com. 93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Spring often marks the beginning of severe weather, which can lead to power outages. LES wants you to be prepared before the storm. Restock your emergency kit, update your info with LES, and if you encounter an outage, report it at les.com/report.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you're passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives.
Now back to On the Block with Strick and Austin on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey, yeah.
Hey. Wee. That bounce. Okay, Rico, I see you. I didn't know you had rhythm like that, Rico. I thought you was a little
First off, how dare you?
Suspect.
First off, how dare you?
Yeah. Hey, man. Thank you guys. It's On the Block. It is a Friday. A little cloudy outside, but it's still a beautiful day.
Sun's coming out.
Baseball is jumping off.
Woo,
What's the update?
This is what we're going to do. I'm going to give everybody updates on the regionals and an update on Nebraska, and then we're going to go to another break because, like I said, we got to catch up on some breaks.
Facts.
So, quick update on other regionals, on the finals in some other regionals. Out in Tallahassee, Florida State gets it done, wins 7-2 against Stetson. Virginia in the Charlottesville Regional beats Penn 4-2. LSU survives the upset bid at the Chapel Hill Regional, beating Wofford 4-3 with a walk-off. Coastal Carolina with the upset in the Clemson Regional, beating Vanderbilt 13-3. Evansville upsets the host in the Greenville Regional. East Carolina loses 4-1 to Evansville. And then updates on some scores around the country. Kentucky is currently beating Western Michigan 10-8. Texas A&M over Grambling 8-0. Georgia over Army 7-5. How dare they? Our armed forces, how dare they? Indiana over Southern Miss. Look at Indiana in the top of the 8th, 8-3 right now. UConn beating Duke 4-1. James Madison beating South Carolina 4-2. Arkansas over Southeast Missouri 1-0 in the bottom of the second. Oregon, San Diego tied at 0 in the bottom of the second. West Virginia beating Dallas Baptist in the top of the third 3-0. And update on Nebraska and Florida. It is currently tied 1-1. And Brett Sears gets out of the top of the second, stranding a man at third, stranding a man at first. And it's still tied 1-1 going to the bottom of the second inning.
Also, before we get out on a quick break, shout out to the Husker softball team for Ava Kuzak joining the Huskers for the softball team. So that's going to be lovely.
The shortstop from Colorado, she attended Wisconsin, is now transferring to Nebraska for her final 2 years of softball in college.
Good addition. 10 home runs, 33 RBIs over 76 games. 278 batting average.
Big shoes to fill.
So yeah,
big shoes to fill. That was Billy Andrews' shortstop spot for quite some time. So
there it is. We're glad to have her. Thank you for joining, and thank you guys for joining us on the block. We got to take a quick break. We'll come right back, and we'll get right back into the action. Well, let's see what we want to get into when we get back, Rico. I think maybe we'll talk a little bit about what's going on.
Do you want to talk a little bit about the women's college World Series since you just mentioned softball?
Because
it's popping off in the women's college World Series. It's fun.
I got to see a little bit of some softball action yesterday before I got into the Mavs and that debacle. We're going to talk about that today too. We'll be right back. 93.7 Ticket.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you're passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives.
Hey guys, it's Nick. 93.7 The Ticket is excited to be broadcasting this weekend from Stillwater, Oklahoma, as the Big Ten champion Nebraska baseball team appears in their first regional since 2021. From Friday through Monday, Austin and I will have pregame shows, postgame reactions, interviews, and other thoughts from Stillwater as the Huskers begin their road to Omaha. If you're making the trip down there, make sure you join Austin and I on Friday from 12 to 2 from the Garage Burgers and Beer in Stillwater, located just 3 blocks away from O'Brate Stadium. Regional coverage is presented by Mullen Motors, Sandhills Global, and Blur Events. It's NCAA baseball tournament coverage live from Stillwater, Oklahoma, this Friday through Monday on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Join Main Street Beatrice for their annual Taste of Spring Beer, Spirits, and Wine Festival on Saturday, June 1st from 4 to 7 p.m. Enjoy an afternoon of unlimited tastings of Nebraska beer, spirits, and wine tasting at Charles Park near downtown. There's something for all palates, and you only pay your entry fee. Food and snacks are available for purchase at the event, as well as off-sale beer, wine, and spirits from vendors. This fun day is for adults 21 and over only. Buy your tickets at mainstreetbeatrice.org.
Tune in to the Teammates Mentoring Hour each Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket. Hear stories from the program started by Tom and Nancy Osborne and how it's changed mentors and mentees' lives and how you can be involved. The Teammates Mentoring Hour, Wednesday nights from 6 to 7 o'clock on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-ons, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
There are some things that happen every day. In the morning, my paper gets delivered. Thank you. Around noon, my neighbor waters his flowers wearing a bathrobe and hip waders. Hello, Mr. Willis.
Where's my paper?
After dinner, the lady up the street walks her 14 poodles. And just before the 10 o'clock news, the Nebraska Lottery winning numbers are drawn for their daily games. Nebraska Pick 3, 2x2, and My Day. With Nebraska Pick 3, you choose your bet type. In 2x2, there's a $22,000 top prize. And with My Day, you choose a 6-digit date. They're all just $1 to play, with drawings every day. Oh, excuse me. Hi, Mr. Willis.
I'm still looking for my paper.
Guess which part of the day is my favorite?
Nebraska Pick 3, 2x2, and My Day top prize odds vary by game.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Hey, baseball fans, join the Blur Tailgate at Hilton Omaha this June for our 12th annual hospitality event during the College Baseball Championship Series. Book an experience for your clients or employees with an inclusive bar, buffet, TVs, music, and tailgate games. Secure your spot today and let Blur Events take care of all the work so you can enjoy the day. Plus, we're just steps away from Charles Schwab Field. Visit blurevents.com to book your group, buy tickets, or learn about sponsorships. That's blurevents.com, your college baseball and football tailgate destination.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Spring often marks the beginning of severe weather, which can lead to power outages. LES wants you to be prepared before the storm. Restock your emergency kit, update your info with LES, and if you encounter an outage, report it at les.com/report.
Now back to On the Block with Strick and Austin on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're back. Thank you guys for holding on for us. We love you guys. We appreciate you. But I gotta give one shout out real quick. Shout out to Nebco. Nebco's operations span the state of Nebraska and the supply of construction in the construction industry with materials needed to construct buildings, streets, and highways since 1908. Fourth generation family owned and operated business with over 1,200 employees and 26 companies throughout Nebraska. Nebco, that is a sponsor of On the Block, so we appreciate them and we also appreciate you. We love and we're grateful.
Appreciate you.
We're grateful. We're grateful. We're just grateful. Like I could never think about my time or even the fact that I would be doing something like this, Rico. Like I'm not even playing.
Really?
Like I think now we've been around each other enough to know that I'm pretty laid dude. Like I don't, I kind of stay in my own little zone. I go and do my thing. I'll sit at the house and I like porch hatching.
You just disappear.
Yeah, man. I kind of get into my own little private space.
Mans could just stay at home and he'd be fine with it.
This is unusual for me. So I'm grateful for the ticket and just the opportunity to be able to do this and to share some of my inner thoughts with you guys sometimes, and for you guys to even take some of the inner thoughts, because I know you guys think I have the tinfoil hat on half the time.
You're a crazy man. You're a crazy man.
It's
okay.
I don't mind throwing it out there. But hey, let's get into it. Where we going, Rico? What we got on the update? We got some new scores?
Look, hey, Nebraska, Florida still tied at 1 going into the third. Had a little bit of action going on in the bottom of the second as Rhett Stokes got singled to right center and then ended up getting over to second. I'm not sure if he stole a base or not. My computer doesn't upload what's happening. Update me in real time, so I have to keep refreshing it. But Rhett Stokes got to second, and then Overbeek struck out for the third out in the inning. Florida up to bat now. Brett Sears currently 2 innings pitched, 4 hits allowed, 1 earned run, the home run to start the game off, 2 strikeouts. Those 2 strikeouts came in the top of the second to get out of the inning, as there was a runner on third and a runner on first. So works around it, gets 2 Ks there. He's got 40 pitches so far through his 2 innings of work.
So listen, I don't have the exact names.
Okay.
But I'm gonna throw out scenarios because I don't have the exact names right now. If I have a chance to track them down, and I might be able to track the exact names. First, is anything in softball that we need to know?
That is what I was about to
I'm
gonna
let you do that. But here's what's going on. I just want to throw this out to you guys because obviously the expectations were high coming into this season off of a wonderful NCAA tournament for the women's. The expectation for the WNBA was through the roof. And, obviously through Angel Reese, Cardano, Caitlin Clark,
Mm-hmm.
and this draft
Cameron
class,
Brink.
You know what I mean? It was sought after. It was the expectations. I mean, even to the point that they're starting to talk expansion. Now, that's the piece that I really want to get to before we get the softball.
No, go right ahead.
Because they're talking about expansion.
Necessary.
They've got some new additions. They now are flying, I think, private.
They are.
So some of the monetary things that
going
were
up.
brought in that's great. It's great for the league. I'm hoping it takes that budget and dwindles that down some, that deficit.
Yep.
And we're hoping on that. But here's the problem. This is a dynamic that I think is crazy, and it's unusual, seems to be right now that I've only heard in the WNBA sphere, as opposed to
I know exactly where you're going. And I love it. I know exactly where you're going, and I love it.
we don't really have that problem that I've seen yet right now in the NBA. So I'm only gonna I don't have the
Go
exact
ahead.
name.
Come on, get to it.
So here's what's going on, guys. Like, teams are playing each other. I think the Fever were playing. I want to say, they might have been playing the Connecticut Sun. I think it was the Sun. Because I was so enamored just by the situation that I didn't even realize and care about the names. But so the teams are playing, and there's some beef that jumps off. Hard foul.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the situation: the person that was on the team,
the person that got fouled, or no, the person that was talking trash, the person that committed the foul,
right,
was talking trash to the other person, the person that that she fouled, and the person that broke up the beef was her ex, who was playing for the other team.
Right.
I think it's ex-wife.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So somebody gets upset that's on the same team.
Yep.
But the ex was on the same team. No, it
was on the up. Here, let's put it this way. Okay, I'm gonna put it in NBA terms, right? This is just how I'm gonna put it, right? Okay. Let's say that Jaylen Brown fouls Luka, right? And then Kyrie breaks up the scuffle between Luka and Jaylen Brown and Kyrie were married before.
Right.
That's pretty much what happened, but WNBA. So a teammate of the person who got fouled was married to the person who did the fouling and was talking trash.
Right. That's crazy.
That's the aspect, and that's
your teammates.
And and she's like, "Look, you don't talk trash. This is my ex. Like, don't do that." But
that's why
I love that dynamic, because there was also a point where a person, again, I don't remember the name specifically. It was like the third game of the season. Moved up to in the top 5 of the scoring record, and the person that they passed, was like an ex-girlfriend, and the person that they're behind right now, or the person that they scored on, is like a current girlfriend or something.
Yeah,
like it's dynamic
wild.
of like the relationships in the WNBA, and the drama that can add to the play on the court is, again, I've been trying to follow the WNBA for a couple of years now, and getting more into it as the years go on. I think that dynamic is great. I think if you could, you don't want to utilize people's like personal relationships outside of basketball, but I just think that the fact that you have those is, to me, pretty funny.
It's funny, but does it help? Now, so now I'm going to get into the next phase.
Mm-hmm.
Does that help the league, or does it hurt? Shout out 402-464-5685. If you have these kind of dynamics, so for example, now we're going to just get off that. But for example, you play for the Phoenix Mercury.
Yep.
You just look at yourself. You play for the Phoenix Mercury. Your ex is on the Las Vegas Aces. You have a teammate that gets into a beef, or not even your ex, say the one you're dating now. Let's just say that, because that did happen in one scenario too.
Mm-hmm.
The one you're dating now is on the Aces. You're on the Mercury, but the your teammate on the Mercury gets into a beef and y'all are looking at each other, and then your teammate comes at you and debows you and hits you with the two-piece chicken wing like Kobe got hit with from Chris Childs.
Mink, mink.
Like, that's crazy, right? That would be a crazy time. You're dating someone from the other team.
Yep.
You're competing. Your team, and the beef was legit.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't just like I'm getting that. The beef was legit. She hit you with an elbow, and you rightfully respond.
Yeah.
But because of your response, that's not my girl, but your girl, or whatever. And you go at your teammate.
Yeah.
Will that dynamic help the league by creating more drama? Does it create this basketball wives type flow? Does it? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, does it create like what do they call those? When you're one of those type of actors, real. What do they call them?
Reality shows.
Reality shows. Does it create reality show drama in the WNBA? And could it spark some interest with Does it create like hockey, like type flow when you throw the gloves off and you get it popping?
That's not gonna happen.
402-464-56. Because I really want to know, will this help the league or will it hurt it?
Will that aspect of this league help it?
Yeah.
Gain viewers and gain traction, or will that be something that people don't look forward to seeing or hearing about or noticing? I don't know. I don't think about it one way or the other. I think it's a interesting aspect, a pretty funny aspect of the league. But I can see other people who are like, I don't want to hear about your dating lives.
Right?
Like, I don't want to hear about your dating lives. I don't want to do that. Whatever.
But, now, what would really be crazy? And look, and I love who you love. Do what you want to do. That ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? That's your deal.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't, Stricky, he like women. I mean, that's my thing. So here's the thing. What if that? This is why it's hilarious to me, because we haven't heard about it yet. But what if that happened in the NBA? Like
be crazy.
That would be wild.
Yeah.
Your Knicks.
I don't know.
Your Knicks are playing Philly, but
to each their own.
I know, but anyway, I just thought that was wild. I just wanted to throw it out there. I'd love to see your feedback on it. We're gonna take a quick break and we'll come back. If you guys have thoughts on it, cool. We'll jump into it. If not, it's just something that's weird because they are looking to expand. We're talking in a few years.
They've already got the Golden State franchise,
right.
Has a name, has a logo. They're going to be the Valkyries. Toronto has a team. They don't have a logo or a name yet, but Toronto's going to get a team, and they're going to add more teams, which is great for the WNBA because then you can get more players. You'll have more roster spots, and you won't have to, cut first round draft picks or second round draft picks every single year, and you won't see, the number one overall pick from a few years ago get cut and then have to sign with a different team. Like it's great for the league. It's great for the athletes because there's more than enough talent to go around. You just need some more teams, some more roster spots.
Well, and the issue's got to be, they've got to figure out a way to get the ratings back because it's what's happened is it's been similar. Like you go to a nice bar and you're frequenting the bar and then all of a sudden down the street, a new one pops up, and then you like, let me go over here.
Yep.
That's what's kind of what's going on, it seems like right now. But we're hoping that, it does last. I just found it was an interesting thing to think about. But we're going to come back. We're going to talk NBA
quick update,
matchup.
Quick update before we get to a break. A double for Florida brings home 2 runs in the top of the third. Florida currently leads 3-1 over Nebraska. 2 outs, top of the third. Runner on second.
The struggle's real.
A little tough. Not the greatest of starts, but hey.
It's still early. We're known to rally. So
it's only the third. You got 6 more innings.
We believe. So we're hoping that they're going to get this turned around. We'll be right back. We're going to take a quick break. 937 Ticket on the block.
There are some things that happen every day. In the morning, my paper gets delivered. Thank you. Around noon, my neighbor waters his flowers wearing a bathrobe and hip waders. Hello, Mr. Willis.
Where's my paper?
After dinner, the lady up the street walks her 14 poodles. And just before the 10 o'clock news, the Nebraska lottery winning numbers are drawn for their daily games. Nebraska Pick 3, 2x2, and My Day. With Nebraska Pick 3, you choose your bet type. In 2x2, there's a $22,000 top prize. And with My Day, you choose a 6-digit date. They're all just $1 to play with drawings every day. Oh, excuse me. Hi, Mr. Willis.
I'm still looking for my paper.
Guess which part of the day is my favorite?
Nebraska Pick 3, 2x2, and My Day top prize odds vary by game.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. 93.7 The Ticket. Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see a chance of showers and storms throughout the day. Otherwise cloudy with the high around 75. Tonight, a continued chance of showers and storms with a low around 60. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies return. An afternoon high around 82. I'm meteorologist Kyle Klecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, it's Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and it's truck month at Koppel, and we want to sell them all. Choose between 0.9% APR or as much as $8,000 off list price. Yes, you heard right. That's 0.9% APR or as much as $8,000 off list on select new GMC and Chevrolet inventory. So please make that money-saving drive to Koppel in Louisville or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit must trade and finance.
Join Main Street Beatrice for their annual Taste of Spring Beer, Spirits, and Wine Festival on Saturday, June 1st from 4 to 7 p.m. Enjoy an afternoon of unlimited tastings of Nebraska beer, spirits, and wine tasting at Charles Park near downtown. There's something for all palates, and you only pay your entry fee. Food and snacks are available for purchase at the event, as well as off-sale beer, wine, and spirits from vendors. This fun day is for adults 21 and over only. Buy your tickets at mainstreetbeatrice.org.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with only 4 Lincoln locations. Guess what?
What?
There's 5 Lincoln locations now. Oh my gosh. That's 25% more Lincoln locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? Feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11th, located right alongside 93.7 The Ticket Studios, 1040 O Street.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Vershawn Jackson, the captain here for The Body Shop. And man, did they hook me up with a great massage recently. The captain has a lot of stress in his life, as many people do. And for 1 hour, it was all relieved. The team at The Body Shop gave me a deep tissue massage that hit every area that I was in pain at. Whether you're looking for a Swedish massage, sports massage, deep tissue, hot stone, aroma, or more, there's only one place to go. The Body Shop at 48th NA. Book an appointment today at thebodyshoplincoln.com.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career, or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Hey, baseball fans, join the Blur Tailgate at Hilton Omaha this June for our 12th annual hospitality event during the College Baseball Championship Series. Book an experience for your clients or employees with an inclusive bar, buffet, TVs, music, and tailgate games. Secure your spot today and let Blur Events take care of all the work so you can enjoy the day. Plus, we're just steps away from Charles Schwab Field. Visit blurevents.com to book your group, buy tickets, or learn about sponsorships. That's blurevents.com, your college baseball and football tailgate destination.
Now back to On the Block with Strick and Austin on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're back on the block. We're going to get into it right now. We're going to talk about the matchup. The matchup between the Celts and the Mavs. Both have went on. There was a gentleman's sweep and a regular sweep. There was some brooms out. One was real nice about it until they got to that last game, and they buck wild them.
All right, Ben. Hey, starting off on the wrong foot, Jack. No, you got to pay attention.
You switched mics on me. I thought you were in that seat.
Exactly.
You switched on me.
Exactly.
My bad.
Don't ever get too comfortable.
My bad.
Strick, that was just a sweep. All it was is that the Timberwolves wanted to come back and save face and be able to tell their homeboys they're going to make history. But that game was over before it started. That was a, I don't even know what you call it. You know what, to be honest with you, the Timberwolves would have been better off losing in Dallas and going home instead of wasting time and all those people's money to go to that game.
Let me ask you a question, because you are from Minnesota, right? Like, and you know the culture. What do you think the people are feeling? What do you think the media is saying up there right now? What do you think, because literally they got ran out the gym from the tippity top.
I already know.
Yeah.
Larry Fitzgerald Sr. is giving them the business. He's giving management the business, giving the coaching the business. Now he's talking about the different players and giving some grace and stuff like that. And he understands. He's been it. I mean, his son is a Hall of Famer, but he's not pulling no punches. That's number one. That's the guy that sets the tempo in every media outlet. Now you have some that'll say it was a good season. It's a crappy way to end, and we've seen that here. We saw it with our basketball team, Nebraska, right? You had a great season, and you get there, and sometimes with Mr. Goes 30 says sometimes the moment's too big. The moment for the Timberwolves was too big, and this is the problem where it's a little bit of same thing, with Minneapolis or Minnesota teams in Nebraska, modern or present day Nebraska, is what happens in Minneapolis. You see this. You see with the Vikings. You see I've seen it with the Twins, where they would win their division, go out the Yankees and get swept, beat the Yankees during the regular season. All of a sudden, go out there in the playoffs. You can't get a hit, right, against their top competition during the regular season. What happens is when you get back there, and especially with the Timberwolves, when you haven't won or been in the playoffs consistently, you get this a lot of time. You lose your edge. You already think you made it. Now they went so far because they avenged the loss in the playoffs last year to the eventual world champions and the Nuggets, right? And had the last second shot. It motivated them to them. So what happens is when you don't have that championship DNA by some of your big time players, once you beat the Nuggets, you're like, okay, in subconsciously they think they've done enough.
Yeah. Think about it like this, Jay. As you view it, because did you deep down think that they had a chance to come back, or did you feel it was a wrap
after they won in Dallas? Did you mean come back and win in 7 games?
Well, or push it to 6 or 7.
I thought that they could get to 6 because you're at home, right? And you kind of the energy. You feel like your backup players would play well. I was hoping or assuming that you saw a little bit more life out of Karl Anthony Towns.
Okay,
so I was like, okay, then he'd show up at least at home, right? And that would actually have been real progress, because if you won that game last night, which they did. They got blown out, like completely annihilated. They disrespected the game of basketball. They disrespected professional sports by playing this. That's your display. They're straight up. Luka and Kyrie made history on you. The only other two superstars that went 35 burger plus was Kobe and Shaq on you. You're supposed to be the defensive team. Rudy Gobert was not interested. I remember he's number one on Dallas. He got it off the, he got it, I call it secondary break, off the board, get it to him. McDaniels was trying to kind of riding him. Look, he was faking like he was playing. He was acting like he's playing defense, but really riding next to him. He was like a practice dummy.
Right.
Well, Rudy Gobert should have stepped up and impeded his progress. He kind of let him go, drive by, score. They weren't interested in competing. But I thought that they could get to 6.
So they were ready, 1, 2, 3, Cancun.
Yeah, or they were probably upset we got to play another game. Now, Ant was probably there playing.
Wow.
Listen.
That's why you mean, I want to get to that point because that's what you mean, disrespect the game.
You disrespected the game.
Yeah.
You disrespected Mike Conley. You disrespected the people that came there to pay good money, which is an expensive ticket to go watch you. You disrespected everybody that's ever played for the Timberwolves by playing that way. And it was by the 2 big guys and some other guys. You weren't interested in playing because what happens is when you don't have enough guys that are, I'm going to call it pre-champions. Okay. When you prepare, you act, you play hard, you do everything you need to do to be a champion. You just aren't there yet.
Yeah.
Right. You just aren't, you just need the experience there. Right. It's kind of like a golfer that's in a major and, he messes up, on back 3 holes. Well, then now you got Brooks Koepka 2 years later. He knows how to finish. They did not want to play that game.
Yeah.
They didn't.
It looked like the energy was low.
I don't know how many people were on the present day roster. So say it's 12. You had 6 guys that were invested in winning. That again in Dallas, back then, when they were in Dallas. You had 6 that hoped and was okay with the season being over. Here's the bigger problem. 2 to say 2.5, 3 of that 6 that wanted to be there are guys that don't play. On the flip side, 2.5 to 3 on the guys that didn't want to be there, didn't want to win, play. So then you fly all the way back home, probably tiptoe, lallygag through practice. And then guess what happens? You go out there and put that performance on there. And now guess what they have, Strick? They got the worst pain of all, the pain of regret. Because even though you got to the Western Conference Finals, there's no guarantee you'll get back next year.
I've been there. I know exactly what you mean.
And there's no guarantee, even with the same team, that you'll get back there.
Right.
Sometimes when you're young, ignorant, selfish, and not really realistic, you think it's always going to be, it's always going to be there.
One thing I'll say is this: I think about the Minnesota Timberwolves, what they have to consider. Again, Mike Conley's not getting younger, so that's something that's going to be they're going to have to fill a void. You were able to secure Naz Reid. I think he has tremendous upside, to be honest.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards came to play.
Yeah. Always.
He came to play.
Yeah.
50%. When you look at the numbers don't look crazy. Like, it seemed like it was the start that you could never recover from.
Yeah.
It was like every time, and this is the difference about having killers on your team, because
multiple
where Luka, because it was like every time there was a run looking like it was about to kick in.
Yeah. What
Luka
they did,
or Kyrie,
what they did?
Eyeball sandwiches.
They answered the call.
On
the first ring.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So when you look at it across the board, McDaniels, who shaky, sometimes he play good.
He is sometimes.
Sometimes.
He is.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
But in this game, 32 minutes, 6 for 8, 3 for 4 from 3.
You'll
take that.
That's every day of the week.
All day of the week.
Yeah.
Okay. Gobert, outside of the defensive part, because that's what you really on the floor for.
He actually came to play on offense.
Yeah.
Oddly enough.
But your differentiator in this particular game was Karl Anthony Towns.
Yep. And
that's 5 for 18.
And that's the whole series.
That's it.
That's the whole.
0 for 8 from 3, my boy.
That's the whole.
And it was bad threes he shot too. There was a few of them.
You know what?
He just chunked that thing up like,
Strick,
oh my god.
Strick, you play with guys like this. That's a give up three.
That's a lazy give up three.
You know what he?
I don't want to work for it.
You know what he was telling people or telling the coach when he come to the sideline. I was open. Yeah, dummy, you were open. You're
For a reason.
You're one pass shooting threes. That's essentially a turnover because if you don't make it, they're
To
down.
the other end.
It's to the end. And number two, you didn't even make the defense work defensively, and you probably already missed 3. So if you make one, Jason Kidd's not right. Well, you didn't make any, and you kept shooting. Again, I don't understand the excuses for this. And you know what's funny is I know you played against him, but he's really intelligent. I like to follow him because of his mindset. Is a Catino Mobley. He does like live like posts on it. He's like, I don't understand where it comes from. He said he doesn't understand if it's went from AAU, lack of coaching, all the way back to middle school. He's like, some of the things that Karl Anthony Towns and these guys are doing are not even close to even realistic basketball. Now you're on the biggest stage and you're trying to win. You already got your money. So at some point in time, you got to start to become a better basketball player.
Right.
You can't tell me you're the best big man shooter of all time when you're showing me that you can't shoot under pressure. You can't make them when you need to make them. What we talked about Robert Horry. We talked about other guys. You don't do enough to even put your hand up there and raise your hand as a legitimate all-star or top 20 player in the Western Conference. You aren't right now. You are Bruce Smith used to come in there, and I remember we lost like 2 or 3 games, and that's a lot in the NFL. That's like going 0 for 8, in the NBA. Is that either you're part of the problem or you're part of the solution? And right now, Karl Anthony Towns is part of the problem because what you're doing is you're living off of you were the best player on a horrible team in an organization that hadn't won a lot or won recently.
Yeah.
And now you're getting anointed or propped up or getting a little bit of leeway because you stayed around when the organization wasn't very good. You haven't raised your level of game yet.
Yeah, I'm actually tripping. I was looking at a bad stat, and they actually shot horribly from 3 this game. That was my bad. That was my bad. It was a horrible 3 night. But I mean, at home. But the crazy thing is, you look up, he has 28. In the minds of the new generation, they think
that's the problem.
Come on, talk to me.
That's the problem.
Yeah,
and I deal with this a lot too. I always say you need to weigh.
Let me correct the stat.
Okay.
The stat was actually 31% from 3. Not, they weren't near as good as what I.
That's a just and how many of those are the one that's like at the end of the game and nobody's Dallas is trying to get in there and celebrate.
Yeah.
Here's the problem with the modern day players is they'll be okay with scoring 28 and getting embarrassed. Back when you played, guys prior to you, Kobe played and all this other stuff, and even like, LeBron and those guys, the guys that are real prideful, they wouldn't even want to look at that stat sheet based on how they get beat.
That's a fact.
These guys get in the car or go home, right? Because, look, they make a lot of money and all this stuff. That's great. And that's their cushion. That's their like binky. Like for instance, I'm seriously here, totally different situation. You got LaMelo Ball, right?
Yeah.
Just ran a kid over and broke his leg down his throat.
I heard that.
Now he's
Idiocy.
Right. Then he turns around and buys a Cybertruck. That's his binky. Because you know what the easy excuse is? Well, he made a lot of money. Well, what happens when you're our age, close to 50, over 50 or whatever, then can you I can't speak for you, but I can assume you can sit back and say, you know what? I gave that game everything I could give. I have no regrets.
I can say that.
Right. Me too.
That's why when people ask me the question, Jay, when they say, Strick, do you miss it? I'm like, no.
You know what I miss?
I laid it all out.
I miss the competition and
the camaraderie
in the locker room.
Yeah, in the locker room. That's it.
I mean, I love the game of football. And
I will say one other thing. That dang money they give.
Oh, sure. Well, sure. That's a guarantee.
Lord have mercy.
You ain't missing it like these, but these dudes ain't even missing it.
Well, that's
the
difference,
right? But so the easy like excuse is, well, he made a lot of money. Okay, that's fine, but that's just all relative.
Well, I'm saying it for me is like the way they giving it to you for like doing
nothing. Boy, they
Cats scoring 6 points, getting 60, 70 million. I'm like, are y'all kidding me?
Back when you played, if you didn't average double digits, and you better been on a good team, and you better play phenomenal double digits or whatever.
And like you said, not on no bad team,
right?
Scoring numbers.
You couldn't be on Sacramento balling. They'd actually probably pay you less, even though you're really good. You ain't getting nothing. Like, but now you can just have a heartbeat and a pulse. Straight up, you can have a heartbeat and a pulse and be sitting around and getting paid.
Woo, that's hilarious.
And it's not even that in college too.
That's a fact. Unfortunately, that's a fact. Do we got to get out? Is it Ben? Talk to your boy. We got to get out of here. We got to catch up.
We got to catch up, man. We're 4 minutes early, dog.
Our boys, Nick, and
Austin.
they down. They doing it
big. But they doing it big though.
Yeah,
you see they post last night?
Mm-hmm.
Them two dudes act like they went on a field trip and ditched the teacher.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing.
I got eyes on them down there.
They down there, man. They having a good time. But we got to get a quick.
We got to
break.
get a score update when we come back.
We'll give it to you. We'll be right back on the block. Jay and Strick right after this.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Hey guys, it's Nick. 93.7 The Ticket is excited to be broadcasting this weekend from Stillwater, Oklahoma, as the Big Ten champion Nebraska baseball team appears in their first regional since 2021. From Friday through Monday, Austin and I will have pregame shows, postgame reactions, interviews, and other thoughts from Stillwater as the Huskers begin their road to Omaha. If you're making the trip down there, make sure you join Austin and I on Friday from 12 to 2 from the Garage Burgers and Beer in Stillwater, located just 3 blocks away from O'Brate Stadium. Regional coverage is presented by Mullen Motors, Sandhills Global, and Blur Events. It's NCAA baseball tournament coverage live from Stillwater, Oklahoma, this Friday through Monday on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Houses? They're expensive. And once you buy one, you're kind of stuck with it for a while. You need to make sure you get your best house for the best price. You need Ben Bleicher and his team of pros at Professional Realty Group. They'll take the time to figure out what's important for you in your dream home, and they have the expertise to find the hidden issues that could surprise you after the sale. That's professional knowledge, proactive service. We call that potential. Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's home service ambassador. Find more online at prg-ne.com.
Vershawn Jackson, the captain here for The Body Shop. And man, did they hook me up with a great massage recently. The captain has a lot of stress in his life, as many people do. And for 1 hour, it was all relieved. The team at The Body Shop gave me a deep tissue massage that hit every area that I was in pain at. Whether you're looking for a Swedish massage, sports massage, deep tissue, hot stone, aroma, or more, there's only one place to go. The Body Shop at 48th NA. Book an appointment today at thebodyshoplincoln.com.
Take your internet service to new levels with Allo, your award-winning internet provider across our fiber hoods. Allo isn't just about the fastest internet available. It's about connecting you to your world, work, and play seamlessly. Our award-winning service ensures affordable, secure, and reliable connectivity, setting us apart. Ready to transform your internet experience? Experience the fiber difference today. Sign up now at allofiber.com. Allo, connecting your world.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here, summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire. Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
This is On the Block with Strick and Austin. Nebraska Basketball Hall of Famer and 9-year NBA vet, Eric Strickland.
Strickland for three. You're going to go out of here as the Big 8 tournament champion.
Middle school basketball coaching legend and Duke basketball shooting coach in his mind, Austin Orman. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Presented by NIPCO. This is On the Block with Strick and Austin.
Back on the block here. A couple more segments left. Man, it's gone by really quickly. Quick update on what's going on out in Stillwater. Florida Gators are up 3-1 at the end of the fourth. And struggling right now, 8 hits out of Florida to 3 hits. They're putting back the ball. And this is why we have this situation. But Nebraska's very capable. They're good at running. They're good at timely hitting. But right now, as it looks, Florida's putting a lot of aluminum to the ball right now, and they're up 3-1.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's one of those things that they got to beat on the pitching, and I think they've been here. Obviously, it was in College World Series last year and the year before. But I think that it's 3-1. If Nebraska can find their momentum after this inning, I think they'll be able to come back. Because I think Florida's the type of team, I was researching them a little bit, is they're like a team that go on runs, like in basketball, go on runs. So if you withstand that first 4 innings now for them,
they're close enough. They're in range.
Yep. Get your run going. You want a game against Florida to be tighter towards the end.
That's a fact. Because I think that's an area where they struggle is in pitching. And so This is, like you said, it's like a Tyson fight.
Right.
You want
to get to later rounds.
Later rounds.
Yep.
You want to take them deep. Real quick, before we get out here and get to a quick break, the matchups that are coming up. It's very possible that Porzingis may return. With Porzingis' return, how do you view the matchups? Who do you think will be covering who, and kind of how do you expect it to go? I think game 1 is vitally important, probably more so for Dallas, because the uncertainty of what's going to happen with Porzingis. And if you don't have Porzingis, how, after all this time of no competition, are you going to be rusty?
How do you use him? That's going to be a big factor. Now they do get a little bit of break because they get a week. So, and he's probably been ramping up towards this. So you probably want to stair step him. You don't want to put him out there for 30-some minutes, blows his tire again. So that's an X factor, how they use him and then how effective he is. I think get him in there early, see how he's doing, and then he's a veteran enough to figure out, get in where he fits in. Here's where the 2 X factors, and I think in this series go for either team. Derek White, not only more on how he and I guess Pritchard can handle Kyrie defensively. Okay. And then for Dallas, Derek Lively?
Lively
Lively's
or
the center.
Jones.
Yeah,
I think it's
and
Lively.
Then you have Lively.
PJ Washington.
And the reason why I think it's Lively is because
you think he's going to guard who?
No, I think he's going to be an X factor, because he has to play well.
Gotcha.
And he gives you a little bit more inside presence, rim protecting, energy.
Facts.
That's because why is that so important? Brown and Tatum can get to the rack, because you got to figure Brown and Tatum match up better with Luka than anybody else, because they are long and they will lock you up, right? And then you got to expect Kyrie's probably going to be able to get off a little bit. where you can get some garbage points and then also stop that driving of Tatum and Brown, especially in transition, is a big man that can rim run, and rim protect.
I personally think it's the duel. You're right. I think Lively was important. I think Lively's return in this game to Minnesota was invaluable to the team.
Right.
But Gafford's was
he's probably been the most consistent.
Yeah.
And he's good on the pick and rolls, drive and dives, alley-oop. But you got Al Horford. Boston defends that pretty dang well.
Yeah. Because they can switch.
Because they can switch.
They can switch everything.
That's why I went away from him and went to Lively, because of the defensive end and how it will actually allow Dallas's like PJ Washington and those guys to spread out and really play more aggressive on the wing.
Well, we're about to get on a break, but I can guarantee you this. I don't think Dallas is going to get the same looks that they were getting against Minnesota. I think it's just a matchup thing. But I also think that the physicality part of the game that has been implemented in the playoffs is an area that we either going to see growth in Tatum. I think Brown handles it well, but I think in Tatum, because if you have, and I think we'll come back and we'll touch it before we get into a crazy topic that we may dig into. We'll see. But it's dealing with what's going on in the Olympics. But that matchup, it's a 2-2 thing. And this is what I want to talk about. Everybody's been trying to build for the 3-3, the big three. But it seems that the two is the number. Two dogs is the number. So that's one of the things that I think is important to realize and recognize as well. But we'll get out of here real quick. We've got look, they killed us on the happy hour today. And but it's good because what's going on down there, hopefully it will get turned around for the Huskers. But we got to get out of here for a quick break again because of the time that they spent on the happy hour. We got to get these bills paid. We'll be right back on the block.
NEPCO is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mixed Concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. NEPCO offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From NEPCO's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with only 4 Lincoln locations. Guess what?
What?
There's 5 Lincoln locations now. Oh my gosh. That's 25% more Lincoln locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? Feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11th, located right alongside 93.7 The Ticket Studios, 1040 O Street.
Body Shop. And man, did they hook me up with a great massage recently? The captain has a lot of stress in his life, as many people do. And for 1 hour, it was all relief. The team at the Body Shop gave me a deep tissue massage that hit every area that I was in pain at. Whether you're looking for a Swedish massage, sports massage, deep tissue, hot stone, aroma, or more, there's only one place to go. The Body Shop at 48th NA. Book an appointment today at thebodyshoplincoln.com.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here. Summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, you see a chance of showers and storms throughout the day. Otherwise cloudy with the high around 75. Tonight, a continued chance of showers and storms with a low around 60. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies return. The afternoon high around 82. Meteorologist Kyle Klecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting book. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Take your internet service to new levels with Allo, your award-winning internet provider across our fiber hoods. Allo isn't just about the fastest internet available. It's about connecting you to your world, work, and play seamlessly. Our award-winning service ensures affordable, secure, and reliable connectivity, setting us apart. Ready to transform your internet experience? Experience the fiber difference today. Sign up now at allofiber.com. Allo, connecting your world.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you're passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives.
Hey, Nebraska! Register today for the 40th Annual Cornhusker State Games, taking place July 11th through the 21st in Lincoln, Omaha, and other Nebraska communities. The Cornhusker State Games features 70 sports for athletes of all ages and abilities. Price increases are approaching, so register early and save. For details, go to cornhuskerstategames.com. If you've experienced a sports injury, joint or back pain, trust your care to Nebraska Orthopedic Center, a proud platinum partner of the Cornhusker State Games.
Hey, baseball fans, join the Blur Tailgate at Hilton, Omaha this June for our 12th annual hospitality event during the College Baseball Championship Series. Book an experience for your clients or employees with an inclusive bar, buffet, TVs, music, and tailgate games. Secure your spot today and let Blur Events take care of all the work so you can enjoy the day. Plus, we're just steps away from Charles Schwab Field. Visit blurevents.com to book your group, buy tickets, or learn about sponsorships. That's blurevents.com, your college baseball and football tailgate destination.
Now back to On the Block with Strick and Austin on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to On the Block. Strick here for another segment. We have a few more left before it's time to get out of here for Friday and turn it over to old school. But in the meantime, in between time, a topic that popped up on me, and Stricky, y'all, Stricky likes to kind of think out the box a little bit. Like, it's never really about a one-off or one situation. I kind of my mind spans to a little broader picture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When I see a story or something like that, I kind of look a little bit deeper under the surface of the situation, because what has transpired is there's a story that's out right now that I just picked up on, and it's involving the Olympics. We know that the Olympics is slowly approaching. It's coming quite fast.
Right.
They're going to have the trials coming up soon. Nebraska hosts the swim trials and stuff like that.
Omaha,
that's a blessing that we're able to do that. Nebraska shows up and shows out when we get it. Obviously in a few weeks we're gonna be at Blur again, the College World Series. We had a great time there. You guys came out, supported as well. But a man has been charged in Paris for an alleged plot during the soccer game. The young man is an adult. He's an 18-year-old. The French authorities on Friday raised preliminary, this is out of ESPN or the Associated Press, raised preliminary terrorism charges against an 18-year-old that was accused of plotting and targeting spectators that were to attend the soccer games at the upcoming Paris Olympics. Now, narratives, I'm not going to get into narratives because that's usually what they say. They say it's some, we don't know those details, but the media will say it's some Islamic terrorist organization. We don't know all those details, all that background. We haven't seen those facts, but we're not going to get into that. But the deep part of it is this going forward something that we are to expect a little bit more of happening? Because usually sports has been to us an outlet.
Yeah, safe haven.
A safe haven
Yeah.
is a place where you can go, you can enjoy drinks. Now we know that in places like Philly, places sometimes like New York, like they jumping over seats and throwing elbows if you got a Phillies jersey on or something. We know that stuff happens. But that's not what we're talking about because it's still been a safe haven. But you usually can go into a UFC fight. I mean, it's all over the country. You can do these types of things, but as I alluded to, the man was 18.
Yeah.
Is this younger generation? Is this, and it's not always them, but I'm just saying, is this something that, with social media, with all, the clicking, trying to raise, your profile? I don't know. You want to be seen. Is this something that we're coming to now a little bit more? Because this is a huge event. There's more of those to come. Is this something we can expect?
Yeah, they're trying to go down in history in the wrong way. The younger generation and even adults it's social media is a big part of everybody's life, and how you use it and how you view it generally comes out in your actions. And so this is probably part of it. Who knows what the motivation was, but the fact that I think it's the world's changed so much that these type of events, these type of arrests, this type of subject matter isn't a groundbreaking subject matter or possible event. It's like, okay, it's happened, and you just you gotta count your blessings that you're not there.
Mm-hmm.
So, but as far as professional leagues, the Olympics, big events, I think now they have teams that are dedicated to the internet and knows what back channels to check, and they take every threat serious. And so
the fact that they even got it before, that's
phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Right. Yeah. Well in advance.
Yeah.
And so now they can maybe see where something, slipped through the cracks, and they're able to make some adjustments. And then obviously you got to prepare, and possibly for every situation for the worst. Here's my experience with that, Strick. When the Super Bowl was up in Minneapolis, it was the Patriots against the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
I did a couple appearances up there and did some signings. And then so it was, it was at the Minneapolis Convention Center. But you have to, when you go there, I've been there many times, for different stuff. So I knew where to go. You get there, and before you even get within 2 blocks of there, it was like a army base. You check in there, you leave your car, you're in another car. They put you in like a bus like an army vehicle.
Oh, wow.
You go to the other one. They check your ID and everything there. Then you go to the other place. They check you in. What are you doing here? When you're supposed to be here? Who's your contact? And you had to have an email that confirmation number and all this other stuff. Then you go from there. Then you go to the convention center. You go underneath the ground, and when under, those big old like army tankers that are like 10 feet tall, or war trucks, I guess you call them.
Mm-hmm.
They were, Strick, there was 10 of them.
Tanks?
Not tanks. No, they're like
I know what you're talking about.
With the big tires.
Big V. Yeah. Those big ATV or not ATVs, but something. Yeah, they're artillery vehicles. Yeah,
there was 10 of them there. 10 of them.
Wow.
If that didn't put it in perspective, and this was just for where they had the NFL experience, and autograph signing. But you got to think, you got, Dion was there. There's guys that Jerry, everybody's there. So I guess you got to protect it. But I was like, man, this is serious. So you just imagine for the Olympics and how things in the Olympics are really spread out. But it's alarming though, because sometimes that people are planning to go to Olympics for 2, 3, 4 years. This is something that this is a once in a lifetime thing, and you got some fool there that's 18 years old, has no idea really what he's doing. It doesn't matter how it's driven.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what you're impacting people that are innocent or could have been innocent, that are there to watch a soccer match.
Yeah.
And you're there for your own, whatever reason you're trying to do it.
Yeah.
And that's the alarming thing where we're at. But it's also something that you have to be prepared for. So just say if me and you were going to Boston or Dallas for the NBA finals, we can't just roll up in there like when we were, it's like, we're here to have a good time. We always, we're going to have a good time, but we always got to be watching each other's back.
No doubt.
Because if something happens, I got to get you out of trouble and vice versa because of what somebody has ulterior motives. That's just the way the world is right now, and it's unfortunate.
I mean, and what we're starting to see too is the credentialing is important. Like, you're just not able to mill around like you used to. Because I think I told this story before, Jay, and when I used to play with the Lakers, I didn't play with the Lakers, but when we used to play at the old Forum, you used to it was like a fashion show.
Oh yeah.
It was like people were just able to meal and walk around and move around. Like, it's built a little bit different now. You know what I mean? And I think where it hits a point for me to where I really realize that this can be a problem that it becomes a little bit more as we continue down this road. I mean, there's so much division right now,
right? Sure.
Whether it be in politics or whether it be in
anything.
rivalries,
all that.
There's
stuff.
all just so much. There's so much animosities. Used to be, Jay, I don't mind busting your, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's respect,
right?
You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's gonna be. But some of these cats,
they take it.
They go next level with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm waiting for you. When I heard the Ja Morant situation, when they were talking about, we outside and there was beams hitting, the
opposing team.
Yo, this is wild.
You're going too far to that's what I'm saying. There's no respect for themselves, no respect for somebody else, and they don't think past the moment. They don't think about the ramifications.
Mm-hmm.
And you could, let's just take that Ja Morant situation. Just say they're across there and me and you are on the bus and they're, have the red beam coming in on there, and just say our team security, because for people out there listening, every team has two, depending on the size of the team, one or two armed police officers, and probably even more because you're getting a police escort to the airport in this case, and they see that, right?
Yeah,
they're going into action.
Yeah, they ready to pull.
Right, and they're trained professionals, and you play over there,
right?
All based on because we might have got into a heated discussion with Ja Morant in a basketball game that they ain't even involved in, and that's where I think things are.
And they're different. Here's the difference too. I think. I'm not gonna say across the board. It's not gonna be carte blanche, but I'm gonna. If we had beef, Jay, and we kind of got him up in the game, I might see you in the hallway. It might be, but after that,
it's done.
It's a wrap.
Yeah.
Like
done.
it ain't. If I see you at an All-Star game,
that's it. You don't even remember.
Yeah,
right. You don't even remember. You just be laughing
Some
about it.
Some of these cats is like, it's next year. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
But it's competition because sometimes, so like I used to play against this dude, Matt O'Dwyer, and I knew he was a dirty player. But I, so when the week of the game, I was like, okay, I got to be in a different mindset. Whereas but it wasn't personal.
Yeah.
I knew how he played. I got to protect myself and I got to protect my teammates. Like if I seen him at, off-season function, I ain't gonna go up to him and
say, "What's up, my guy?"
Right? No, it is. We just leave it on the court. But I think that's just the way these people, some people are operating now, and they aren't thinking about the ramifications. They aren't thinking about the long-term, effects of their actions, and they're not even worried about they all say they want the bag, they want to be famous, and all that. You're going to be famous
it's
for
responsibility
for
the wrong thing
for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And really, the best thing is don't put them on the internet. That will hopefully deter the next person.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, glad they foiled it. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of threats that we don't know.
Right.
This is actually was something that was on red alert because you find out about it. And there's probably a reason you want to deter other people. But man, just think. I mean, the Olympics.
Yeah.
What was the old boy down in he's from Oklahoma, right? What was it? It was Atlanta Olympics.
Mm-hmm. The bombs in the trash cans or something like that.
Yeah,
it was wild.
Yeah, I mean,
that was in '96.
Yeah, that wasn't too long ago.
Yeah,
right. So I mean, it's good that they were one step ahead of the dummies.
Well, there it is. We're gonna take one more last break, and then we'll get ready for crossover for old school. And it is Friday once again. Thank you again for joining us here on the block. We'll be right back.
Hey there, fellas. It's your girl Jordan with Sartor Heyman Jewelry. When it comes to gift giving, it's all about the wow factor. And let me tell you, nothing wows quite like jewelry. Whether it's a delicate necklace or a statement ring, jewelry makes the right statement. So if you want to knock her socks off or anything else for that matter. Skip the generic gifts and go straight for the bling. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
What's your radon level at home? Don't know? Find out with a call to Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating. 467-1111 for radon testing and mitigation.
Hey guys, it's Nick. 93.7 The Ticket is excited to be broadcasting this weekend from Stillwater, Oklahoma, as the Big Ten champion Nebraska baseball team appears in their first regional since 2021. From Friday through Monday, Austin and I will have pregame shows, postgame reactions, interviews, and other thoughts from Stillwater as the Huskers begin their road to Omaha. If you're making the trip down there, make sure you join Austin and I on Friday from 12 to 2 from the Garage Burgers and Beer in Stillwater, located just 3 blocks away from O'Brate Stadium. Regional coverage is presented by Mullen Motors, Sandhills Global, and Blur Events. It's NCAA baseball tournament coverage live from Stillwater, Oklahoma, this Friday through Monday on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting book. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Hey, baseball fans, join the Blur Tailgate at Hilton Omaha this June for our 12th annual hospitality event during the College Baseball Championship Series. Book an experience for your clients or employees with an inclusive bar, buffet, TVs, music, and tailgate games. Secure your spot today and let Blur Events take care of all the work so you can enjoy the day. Plus, we're just steps away from Charles Schwab Field. Visit blurevents.com to book your group, buy tickets, or learn about sponsorships. That's blurevents.com, your college baseball and football tailgate destination.
This is Coach Bill Bush. You all know my passion for Nebraska. Having coached all over the country, I can honestly say there is no place like Nebraska. You know where there's also no place like? Midwest Bank. Midwest Bank has proudly served Nebraska for over 70 years, and they're located in 9 different communities. Midwest Bank is ready, willing, and able to meet all your personal, business, and agriculture needs. Your community, your bank, and mine, Midwest Bank. Find out more at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
Take your internet service to new levels with Allo, your award-winning internet provider across our fiber hoods. Allo isn't just about the fastest internet available. It's about connecting you to your world, work, and play seamlessly. Our award-winning service ensures affordable, secure, and reliable connectivity, setting us apart. Ready to transform your internet experience? Experience the fiber difference today. Sign up now at allofiber.com. Allo, connecting your world.
Load up on meat and more this spring at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's specials through June 4th is buy 2 New York strips, get 1 sirloin for free. Also, $1.50 off gelato pints and scoops of gelato for just 50 cents. Locations at 84th and Havelock and 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Hey, Nebraska! Register today for the 40th annual Cornhusker State Games, taking place July 11th through the 21st in Lincoln, Omaha, and other Nebraska communities. The Cornhusker State Games features 70 sports for athletes of all ages and abilities. Price increases are approaching, so register early and save. For details, go to cornhuskerstategames.com. If you've experienced a sports injury, joint, or back pain, trust your care to Nebraska Orthopedic Center, a proud platinum partner of the Cornhusker State Games.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Join us each Saturday from 11 a.m. to noon for Youth Football 101 with Tank Perry of the Nebraska Red Wolves of 7-on-7 football. The future of the sport depends on the foundation set at a young age. Hear those stories and more each Saturday from 11 a.m. to noon here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Now back to On the Block with Strick and Austin on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Final segment here. It is a crossover. He's already here. I mean, he's been here for the last hour. Jay Foreman, the Hall of Famer, Husker Hall of Famer. Jay Foreman, listen, there's an update. It's not a good one, but it's not necessarily bad because we talked about Tyson. We had the Tyson, analogy. Bottom of the 6th, Gabe Swanson is up. 2 strikes, 1 ball. There's 1 out. The score is still 3-1 though, and it's getting late in the game at this point in time. After this, you're gonna start heading to the bottom of your lineup.
Right.
So you're hoping to have some timely hitting and position yourself to put guys in runner in scoring position to be able to get some RBIs put together. That's probably the goal. And you got to hold them off at this point. You just don't need any more runs.
The problem is that like you every hit is like if you're on defense, every time they connect, that bat touches the ball, it's more intense. There's more pressure because you can't flub one. Mm-hmm. You got to turn 2. You got to get out of those innings as clean as possible because you're trying to get some positive momentum.
Yeah.
And it can start by turning the double play, getting that good mojo going. So much in baseball is that mojo and flow of the game. You don't want to overexhaust a batter as a pitcher or us on defense because, we're throwing a couple wild pitches or something like that. So you want to be in rhythm, get out there, then you want to get those bats going. And you need somebody to step up. And yes, it's at the bottom of the lineup, but Nebraska's baseball team all year isn't like last year we had 2 MLB draft picks where it's been top to bottom, guys stepping up at certain times when you need them. So this is no time like the present, because don't think about, okay, well, we got another game. We talking about trying to win this game, and you got to get it going. Now, whether you got to change up and try to play some small ball, get the ball on the ground and beat it out, or if you're going to maybe try to take a couple.
Just that quick while you've been talking, Swanson must have went yard 3-2.
Hey, listen, you talk about it. You got to be about it. You put it out there in the air. It happens.
He's got 2 RBIs.
Hey, 1 swing of the bat.
2 for 3.
That's it. That's all.
1 swing of the bat. Where'd you in it?
I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm here.
But this change in baseball. This changes the whole dynamic of the game. When you're talking 3-1, it's a difference. The way you play, the way you set up, the way you defend.
Go about it. Yeah, you can kind of
approach it as a pitcher.
If the other team's sleepwalking, you can kind of like, all right, we don't need another hit. All we got to do is just keep them from scoring. Hey, 1 bad play in the outfield. Yeah. The turf monster gets you. Somebody's turning around third on a little sloppy hit, or turning a single into a triple. And next thing you know, all you got to do is slap 1 home. Then you're in a ball game, folks.
There it is. We're back in it, and it's only the bottom of the 6th, so there's still some time left.
Oh, there's plenty of time.
But what you're hoping in these situations, Jay, and it happens. I can even attest to this because of my time playing here in Nebraska. You win a championship, like we won our Big 8 championship, and the emotions, the hype, the feeling. You start smelling yourself. You feel good. You hang out, you kick it. It's probably on Old Street,
Yeah.
I mean,
you're up a little bit
you're
later.
Excited.
Right.
Yeah.
You're just on a high the whole week.
Right.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you can come in and you can get a slow start because your mental acuity and your focus is not necessarily.
You're just a little bit off.
Just a little off.
Even it's as simple as in our cases, like, or at least I could just say for my case, where in football, say after we won the Big 8 championship or the Big 12 championship, before we went to the national championship games, we had time.
Yeah.
And we had scheduled days off. But when you think about basketball with the Timberwolves, this is what they face up there in Minneapolis all the time. Or, in baseball, like, are you watching tape as intent with the same intentions as you did before? Or you say, okay, I'm here. Okay, I want to, because what happens is you start the Jones for being outside of, let's just say this is our film room or our meeting room. You start the Jones for out there because it's it's the thing that you like out there because it's all warm and fuzzy.
We real quick, we're gonna go legal ID. We're gonna pull that up, Ben, and then we'll be right back after the other side.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Yeah, Jay. I mean, you're on point about that, man. I think it's something that it's not something that you just you plan on doing, or
it's a natural
thing.
It's a natural human act.
Yeah.
And it only comes when you haven't been exposed to that type of
level.
Notoriety.
Yeah.
It's no different than people, they talk about Super Bowl week, right? How you can lose the game before the game even starts because you got media obligations, you got family obligations, you got ticket obligations, you got different things that you have to go to that you normally wouldn't even have to go to for the AFC or NFC championship week. Now you got it for 2 weeks. Now you got appearances, and stuff. So who can handle that and time manage and then be extremely focused for that time usually ends up being coming out on top. But the one thing I like about this Husker team, I think they're some fighters, and Will Bolt, asked, look, whoever fights the longest. And so, look, I think Nebraska, if you judge them off of winning the Big Ten championship, listen, Will Bolt went from literally people questioning him as a coach and being able to lead this baseball team by not having the number one starter start the first game in the Big Ten championship, losing, and then all the pressure is on the next game against Purdue.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously they got through it and end up going. What I'm saying is the ability to have a team to focus and motivate and execute with their backs against the wall helps them hold them. I'll call it, let's hold our head above water. Let's tread water until we can get calmer waters, and then let's take them to deeper waters. So if Nebraska can tie it up, they A-okay. And like I said, it's like fighting Clubber Lang. Remember when Clubber Lang fought Rocky?
Yeah.
What did Apollo Creed say? We got to get him past the second or third round, and he going to run out of gas. That's Florida. They try to end you quick.
Mm-hmm.
Bombs. Get up 5-1. Then you're like, man.
You dejected.
Mm-hmm. This is I call them a modern day blue blood baseball program.
Yeah.
They've been up in Omaha so much, and now they won a championship. It's not the same team, but they do have one special player. You got to work around him and take advantage of him late.
There it is. 2 outs left. Still in the bottom of the 6th. 3-2. As I stated, Florida Gators are up. What's coming up on Old School?
We're going to talk about the NCAA, unlimited transfers. There will be no more alumni weekend for people. Why? How?
Yeah, ain't nobody really
unless you go take your kids around to 4. Well, I went here for my freshman year, and then my sophomore year I went here. Then
you're alumni to 3 schools.
3 schools. So they NCAA said that, and then also the Olympian just signed with my Buffalo Bills. He's trying to be the second gold medalist Olympian to be a professional football player. The first one was Bob Hayes. Bullet Bob Hayes obviously ended up being a great receiver for the Dallas Cowboys. We won't hold that against him. But we'll see how that. We'll talk about that. We got Upside Bar and Bar and Lounge coming in. Talk about the UFC, big UFC fight. Yeah, this is it. He's coming out to shine like a diamond, and the boss. And James, this is why I like him though. My man come out to James Brown.
You gotta
like him. He come out to James Brown. I'm the boss of Black from the album Black Caesar. Yeah. He got a little swag to him.
He got something to him.
He gonna need it this weekend.
Boy,
he fighting a Russian nightmare because that dude. Anybody that wrestle bears, you got to think twice about getting into the octagon.
Watch out.
Yeah, you can handle bear. You can handle anything.
Well, here it is. That's it right here. That'll be it for us on the block. We will see you on Lunes. That is Monday.
There he is. 4. There he is, Strick. What is Eric in Spanish?
There is no Eric. Eric.
Eric. There it is. Eric. ¿Cómo estás?
Yeah, we're going to be out
here.
Eric. Oh, man. Jay, always a pleasure to work beside you, my friend.
Yes, sir.
Well, have a great show today. Yeah. We love you guys, man. We appreciate you for joining us on the block. We hope to see you next week. WTF also on Thursday, 6 to 7. We appreciate you guys for joining us there as well. But, man, I got to go. I need to get to my cigars.
There it is.
That's it.
There it
is. See you on next week, my friend.
Yep.
We love you here on the block. We out of here. Peace.
Spring is here, and it's time to wake up Judson. Judson Irrigation is eager and ready to get your sprinkler system up and running for the season. Judson's technicians will check for winter damage, adjust your sprinkler